Hello again. If I thought I looked funny before, I'm sure I look even funnier now. Inside of my bivvy. This is my part 2 of my shelter series videos where I've just pitched my Golite Poncho Tarp with my Borah Cuban bivvy. As you can maybe see, for any of you gearheads out there that recognize the Cuban bottom underneath me. But under that I have a ground sheet to protect it, as always. And yeah, it's just pitched in a simple lean-to configuration. I'm on a day hike here in some woods near my house. I figured I would just kind of pretend if I were to go out and spend the night, how would I pitch it? And I think there probably would not be any rain today. At most, maybe some light scattered showers. So, simple lean-to. It only took me 4.5 minutes to set up the tarp. I didn't even bother to time the bivvy, because really all it is I put down the ground sheet, put the bivvy on top. I tied the head loop up to the bivvy to kind of keep the bivvy out of my face, and that was it. Definitely under a minute. So really, in a hurry, I could set up this shelter in under the whole thing in under 5 minutes. Obviously, there's some other complications getting the sleeping bag in here, getting a sleeping mat in here, but it's a fairly quick shelter to set up. So okay, I'll give you the view first of all. Bear with me, I'm going to get out of here and show you what it looks like from the outside, but I figured too I'd turn the camera around here. There we go. And you can see the view from through the netting here. So as you can see, there's the woods. Here I am. Here's the zipper is gonna pass by here, and here's the vent I put in here. In my tarp, this is the modification that I put in to alleviate condensation. You can see there's the center of the poncho tarp, where you put your head through, which I've tied up on the other end. And you can see the woods here around me. I've already kind of frightened away one, like the other day hiker here, some old guy was walking by, and I admit this probably looks pretty funny. But anyway, let me get out of here. So let me get the zipper here, and we will check it out from the outside before my batteries die. Bear with me now. This should be fairly quick. Hang on, I'm going to put the camera down here. Okay, thanks for bearing with me. I'm just slipping out of my bivvy here. You can see it from the top here. Plenty of space in the bivvy though. I wouldn't recommend, I have like the normal size Borah Cuban bivvy. I wouldn't recommend it for winter time if you have like a very big puffy, obviously down sleeping bag. But summer use, I get a lot of good use out of this in the summertime. Works great with a summer sleeping bag, summer sleeping mat, or foam pad, depending on the temperature. But okay. You can see I have fairly good coverage if there were to be like a shower. There's room at the end here. If I turn it around, you can see how I rigged it up here with the loop there. And I've got some room on each end for a spray. And then I have, of course, the bivvy to protect me. So let me get out fully from the bivvy and get my shoes on and show you what it looks like real quick. And then that'll be it. Alright. Okay, put my cap on, put my shoes on, and alright, come on now camera, focus, there we go. So I've pitched it here just between two trees, as you can see here, pretty easy. And if need be too, I have extra cordage with me always, if I wanted to extend this between, the trees were further apart. But pretty straightforward. I don't think there's much else to say. I've written in great detail kind of the nuances of, when I think this particular shelter combination is best for me. So if you want to, of course, check that out, and go to my blog, or I have a link in the description below. so you can check that out. Well, yeah, Poncho Tarp and Bivy combo, I'm a big fan. It's a great kind of, I heard it described like having, you know, several different shelters. I've heard it described before as like having a quiver of different, you know, shelters in your quiver for different kind of section height needs or seasonal needs or whatever. And it's definitely something I recommend to most people. Alright, so that's about it. Nice tight pitch. Just 3 stakes in the back. And alright, thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful. Again, for much more information and of course weights, specification, all that, look down in the description for a link to my blog. Take care.